It will come on the left, sir.
Okay, perfect. Okay. See you.
Okay, live.
Yeah. Hello, guys. Hello. So I'm really excited. Let's wait for a couple more minutes just for people to join. I was reading through the YouTube comments. It's amazing, guys. I mean, the way it's pulled off a lot of comments, and a lot of people are waiting even before the video started. So what I'll do is I'll wait for a couple of minutes before we start, and then we'll roll. Oh, so many comments. Okay, Shivam Prakash, Shivakumar, Muskan Pandi, Rehan Bir, Sonal Anand, Aditya Burnwal, Gaurav Garg. Gaurav Garg says it's been more than 10 days. I was waiting for this video. Thanks a lot, Gaurav. Finally, we are making it happen. Thanks, Pratish Kandalvel. Super excited. Great going. Akshay Maheshwari, Aditya Banwal. Okay. Cool. I'll. What's the time now? It's 6:32 in India, and it's 3 o'clock here in Germany. So let's wait for maybe 2 more minutes, and then we start. Good evening for you guys, and it's good afternoon for me. Shushmita Smiley, thanks a lot. So yeah, there are close to 60-70 people on the live window now. Let's give some time. Let's give some time for the others to join. Thanks, Ayush, Paul, Akshay, Maheshwari. Thanks a lot. Ishan Kather, good evening. Good evening. Gaurav, good evening. Good evening. Adil Abbasi, good evening. Okay, so let's start. So let me go through the YouTube comments as well. So thanks a lot for inviting me. It's been a pleasure to talk to an excited crowd. I mean, I could see close to 70 odd people have been waiting even before the session went live, and I'm really excited to interact with you guys. I mean, ISM, Indian School of Mines, was one of the oldest institutes from India. I was actually going through the stuffs. So I'm a big MS Dhoni fan. I'm a big fan of number 7. I'm a big fan of MSD. So Dhanbad, close to Jharkhand. I mean, in Jharkhand, this is close to my heart. So I'm really excited to host this webinar. And I would like to thank the ACM Student Chapter of IIT Dhanbad, and the chair Swapnil Narayan, as well as the vice chair Abhishek Raj, who took some time and effort to invite me for this webinar. As you know, this is about data science and what you can do during this COVID times. So I'm pretty much excited. Yeah, there are already a lot of comments for MS Dhoni. I mean, who will hate Dhoni? Of course, there are haters for everybody. But yeah, so let's get started. So before we roll, let's play a sort of an interactive game. Let me just, yep. So can you guys go to slido.com and type in this code 31434? Can you guys please go into slido.com and type in this code 31434? You can use your mobile phones, you can use your desktop, you can use your laptop, whatever it is. Just go to slido.com and type in 31434. Let's have some fun before we start. This is what I do in some of my webinars, just to make it more interactive. And since we have close to 100 people now, let's try this out. Madihar, Siraj, Arkila, Navyashri, thanks a lot. So have you guys logged in? Have you guys logged into slido.com? And have you typed in 31434? Just give me a hint. Good evening, guys. Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, I'm already getting a lot of things. So okay, let's roll. Where are you joining us from? So simple as that. Where are you joining us from? I mean the place. So it can be Dhanbad, it can be Jharkhand, I mean it can be Agra, it can be Mumbai, it can be Chennai. Yeah. So where are you guys joining us from? Type in your answers in slido.com. Okay, Vidya Gumari is from Guntur, Avirup is from Kolkata, Saikat is from West Bengal. Cool. Bareilly, okay. Okay. Meerut, West Bengal, Rajasthan. Cool. Away. So let's have the answers. Let's see where people are from. Okay. Okay, let's see where these guys are from. Okay, I see a lot of people from Delhi, Agra, Varanasi, Andhra Pradesh, Navi Mumbai, Secunderabad. Someone says YouTube. Can someone please tell I'm just next to MS Dhoni? Tuticorin, okay, cool. That's my hometown. Tamil இருக்கீங்களா? Okay, Andhra, Mumbai, Visakhapatnam, West Bengal, Tenali from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, cool. That's. I mean, across India. Cool. Okay. So for guys who are joining in now or joining late, please go to slido.com and type in 31434. Okay. Okay. And let's go to the second one. Just a second. Yeah. So again, what would you guys like to learn today? So just type in your answers again. For guys who are joining in late, please visit slido.com and type in 31434. Let's get the answers. What would you like to learn today? Go to slido.com. Let's see what answers are coming up. So this is just a time window just to let people settle down. I mean, it's just, I know it's 5 to 10 minutes off from the start, but again, yeah, we'll just give some time for people to settle down. Okay, let me share the results. Cool. How to build end-to-end ML product, how to become a data scientist, about data science, learn something new, starting my journey to be a data scientist, and about data scientist and COVID-19. Okay, cool. How to become like you. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. And yeah, just one last question before we roll, before we kickstart. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling today? So, despite the COVID-19 times, 1 being the least and 10 being you're super happy today. So let's see what people are coming with. Let's see. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling today? Cool. Let's see the results. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so most of the people are pretty happy. I mean, that is what the result shows. 8, 9, and 10 are fighting it out. So the average score is 7.8. Okay. Cool. Let's get back to the business. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for all your inputs. It's been a pleasure again. Okay, Niranjan Kumar is from Tamil Nadu. Okay, a lot of people are answering on YouTube as well. I'm just noticing it. Okay, so just a little introduction about myself. I'm Vijay Pravin Maharajan. I come from Chennai. I mean, I come from Tirunelveli, which is in Tamil Nadu, down south. I did my bachelor's in India. I mean, like most of you guys, I did my bachelor's there in electronics and instrumentation engineering, and then I came for my master's to Germany. So that was long back. So I did master's again in electronics. So for those who are wondering what is this guy from electronics doing in data science, this is again for you. So I'll also tell a little bit about my journey, where I come from, and how did I end up in data science, and this is what we are going to discuss today. And yes, I'm also a TEDx speaker. happy that I am the first Indian to be invited for a TEDx talk in Germany here, below 30. And thanks for this amazing poster, Abhishek, and the entire technical team who is behind this amazing efforts. So cool. That is me on LinkedIn. So you can always follow me on LinkedIn. I mean, let's keep it professional. Even after this particular webinar, you can always follow me there. So I'm there on LinkedIn as Vijay Pravin Maharajan. So for those who want to follow me on other platforms, you can always check out www.vijaypravin.com, where you can see my list of social media profiles. So yes, cool. So what are we gonna see today? So we are gonna see what's data science, what are the buzzwords, what can be the tools that are used by programmers or non-programmers to get into this field, and I'll touch upon my strengths. I'll tell a little bit about data storytelling, and then ultimately I will tell how we can make use of COVID-19 times. Okay, so I'm already seeing a lot of texts on YouTube. I mean, a lot of people are excited about data science. So why is it so? I mean, why people are crazy about data science? What's the fancy thing about data science? So can anyone tell me any real-time data science applications? So what I mean is something that you use every day, something that you use on your day-to-day lives. So it can be an app, it can be anything. So just drop in your comments on YouTube section. I'll be also parallelly having an eye on that. So just drop a text there. Give you a minute. Any real-time data science application that comes to your mind. Okay, Sonu Kumar says data is the new source of oil. Pragya Gupta says it's the #1 skill to learn. Okay. So Neolite says targeted advertising. Navneet Singh says chatbot. Raya Pudi Honey says Instagram. Weather forecasting. Aditya says internet search. Social media recommendations, market trends, fraud detection. Cool. So what I mean is exactly, I got what I want. Pseudocoder says YouTube recommendations. That's simple as that. I mean, YouTube suggestions, right? I mean, it suggests videos that you like, that you have seen in the past. So YouTube recommendations or any recommendation engines that you see, that you use on your day-to-day life is actually a data science product. So for instance, Netflix recommendations. I mean, I'm a big fan of Money Heist or Breaking Bad, for instance. So these sorts of recommendations, they'll keep coming. So let's say Amazon recommendations is one of the beautiful examples. If you order a keyboard, then probably you will get a mouse next time. So this is how they do it. I mean, there are a lot of data science algorithms behind each and every fancy stuffs that you see. So speech recognition, yes, exactly. And weather forecasting, not only weather forecasting, you can use data science applications, you can use data science for predicting literally anything, predicting natural calamities like tsunami, for instance. Natural calamities like earthquakes can be detected. Okay. Nikhil Verma leaves a comment about Money Heist. Okay. Pseudocoder. I haven't watched Torque yet, but yeah, we'll see. So there are a lot. I mean, someone said Instagram, Facebook friend suggestion list is another recommendation engine. Amazon, Netflix, YouTube, what else? Your Ola, Uber, everything that uses data science applications. So why is it so crazy and what it does to the other industries? So I'm sure that you guys are aware of Fortune 500 companies. So this digital disruption, I mean, artificial intelligence or machine learning, it has pushed more than half of the Fortune 500 companies out of business since 2000. So that's the impact it can create. So for guys who are from down south, you might have heard about this fast track called taxi, or you might have heard of Kotak film industry. So those are gone now. I mean, with the advent of Ola and Uber, fast track call taxi is no more, and with just a click, we are now uploading it to Instagrams. So we are not using the traditional film with camera rolls and all. So the 90s kids will understand what I'm saying. So what the buzzwords? What are the buzzwords when it comes to data science? So let's imagine that you are somebody new to data science, and you're just going to Google, and you're you're bombarded with a lot of results like Jupyter, Python, NumPy, or Matplotlib. So there are a lot of keywords or a lot of technical jargons that you might come across when it comes to data science. So just before that, I'll again make a pass and ask a question. How many of you are beginners? I mean, what level are you in data science? So let's have three options: beginner, intermediate, or advanced. So you can drop in your answers on the chat window below on the YouTube channel. Okay, so Shaikat is a beginner, Shushmita is a beginner, Gaurav intermediate, uh, Maulit is negative infinity level. Lol, cool. I could see a lot of beginners. Siddhant Abrol is intermediate, cool. Navneet beginner, Sonal beginner, Vivek Raj Gupta is a beginner. Okay, and there are a lot of comments, guys. I mean, thanks a lot. It's like I cannot even follow the comment section. It's like totally bombarded. Cool. So don't worry. I mean, there are steps that we can follow to get into data science. So this is why we are all here today for this webinar. I mean, it's like evening hours in India, 6:30, and you guys are patiently listening. Even before the start, there were close to 30-40 guys waiting on the YouTube link just for this webinar to get started. So yeah, how do we become experts? One step at a time, just like MS Dhoni. So winning one match at a time is always his mantra. So he doesn't look too beyond the frames. So just one step at a time, pseudocoder. I would say we can all be experts one day. I mean, if I am from instrumentation engineering, if I can be able to perform well in a country like Germany, then of course, why can't you guys? That should be the mantra, that should be the attitude. Okay, so we got a lot of interesting answers. So let's get into the next slide. Again, how many of you are programmers? I'm sure that you guys are mostly from IIT, I mean ISM. So how many of you are programmers or non-programmers? So just a question, fill-up question from Sudo. How is the response of Indian engineers in Germany? I mean, they are well respected. Indian engineers, they do have good appreciation and knowledge across the globe, I would say. I mean, even in the US, they are highly appreciated. Same here. So Mohit is a programmer. Nikhil Verma is a little bit okay. Okay, pure beginner. Deepika Bode, programmer, nice. Saikat, mouse programming. Vyom Gupta, beginner. Aditya Datta, programmer. Cool. Okay, so for guys who are programmers, these are the tools that I would recommend you to look into. If you want to get some flavor or get some idea in data science, then I would say go with Python or and then of course you should have some SQL knowledge, and then Tableau. Tableau is for data visualization. So for sure you need to have some basics, really solid basics when it comes to Python or. So these are the tools that I would suggest if you are a programmer. And then, I mean, for guys who said, for instance, Surya Mallikarjun, he says, I mean, so for guys like him, don't worry. I mean, we always have options. So for non-programmers, I would say Rapid Miner, Data Robot, Nime, IBM Watson Studio, or some of the few options that you can look at. I have personally used Nime. It's really good. So any softwares that you see here will probably have a 2 week or a 4 week trial period. I would suggest you guys to install those softwares, just get a feel, just see what it is or how it can be handled. If you are a complete beginner, then that's the way to go. Just install those softwares, play around, get some data sets that are openly available, and then just play around with those data sets, see what you can come up with. So that should be the start. So in my perspective, I would say these are the three key aspects of every data scientist. So in my opinion, data science knowledge in the sense knowledge about statistics, data science algorithms, and some math concepts would be ideal. And then thinking about proper visualization is always good when it comes to data science. And then of course you should have a narrative skill. I mean, narrative is actually in fact a key vehicle that conveys valuable insights behind data. So if you want to become a data scientist and if you want to be successful, please make sure that you ramp up all these three sections of, I would say, data science package. And just again, I mean, just making a little pass and just walking you through my story where I came from instrumentation to becoming a data scientist. It was not that simple. So as I said, I did electronics and instrumentation engineering from Anna University, and then I had to move to Germany to do electronics again. So while doing my masters, the good thing about Germany is you can actually parallelly work. You can work for companies. You can parallelly work while studying. So I got a chance to work as a student network engineer, and then I got in touch with some of the data science colleagues just by, I mean, I would say luck. And then I got an internship with their team. I performed well. I converted it to a master thesis. I mean, I got a master thesis in the same team. And then I ended up as a data scientist at Telefonica Germany. That was my first employer. And then I had a small stint with Volkswagen. And presently I work for Siemens. I mean, Siemens is a global company which is operating in more than 100 plus countries. So I am with Siemens Mobility. So from instrumentation engineering to data scientist, half of the efforts were solely from my side. I mean, taking up online courses, taking up courses during masters in the university. These are all the advantages that you get when you do masters in Germany. So that's the good thing here. So let's talk a little bit about data storytelling. what are stories? I mean, stories can be really powerful, it can be memorable, and at the same time it can be captivating and funny. But what about data? Data is completely absurd. Data is vague, it is completely impersonal. I mean, who would care about the number of items sold by Siemens? All you need is a single refrigerator or a washing machine from Siemens if you need something. But otherwise, data and stories are completely non-relatable. So with these, how can you form a story? That's the challenge. So a lot of people, they fail miserably when making a story out of the data. So the first thing is you need basic know-hows. I mean, domain know-how. So let's say if you are into automotive, you are into pharmaceutical, you are into financial industries, you need to have the know-hows of the industry. And then you need to think about an effective visual, how you can portray the data to the clients or the customers. And then eliminating the clutters is the next thing. But then having a focus and telling a story is actually the proper flow, and in my opinion. So that's one of the simplest examples that you can see with respect to data storytelling. So how many of you have heard about Spotify? So let's just give a minute for the guys. How many of you are aware of Spotify? Kunal asks, what's the salary of data science? Data scientists are actually highly paid in the industries right now, but it depends. It depends on the location where you come from, which location, which city, which country. So to be honest, it's one of the highly paid jobs right now in the market. So I would say don't look at the figures, learn the skills, have it on your mind, uh, make yourself ready, and then think about the salaries. This is how you should roll. Okay, so Spotify is just a music streaming app. So at the end of every year, they do this wrap up. So at the end of 2018, 2019, even at 2020, they'll be probably having a list with Corona songs, maybe. So they'll be listing what top artists that you listen to, how many number of minutes that you listen to, and what are the top gens, I mean, songs that you listen to. So this is what they'll be showing to the customers or the clients in order to get their attention. And pseudocoder, I'm, I'm not going to answer your question. Shushmita Smiley, can be a data scientist successful in less time period? Yes, for sure. I mean, less time period in the sense it depends. It depends on what do you mean by less, and it is also proportional to your efforts. So let's say you work 1 to 2 hours every day, then it can be achieved within few months. And if you work for half a day, more than half a day, then for sure you can achieve that even quicker. So Shruti Chandru has a question: do Macs play a major role in programmers' life? Mm, I mean, having the concepts behind your head always helps, but Brajesh Meena says around 120 minutes daily in lockdown. Yeah, that's a good option. I mean, now we have a lot of time, we have a lot of uh, things to do, so we don't have a lot of things to do. So why can't we invest our time in something useful? So it can be done. So Pratik Bedre, he says, I have decent experience in machine learning. What are my chances in data science? If you already have decent experience in machine learning, then for sure, I mean, data science isn't that that big for you to achieve. So in my opinion, it's you have decent chances, you have very good chances to get into this data science. And yeah, which module is necessary for data science in Python? I would say first, learn a lot about libraries. So Matplotlib, NumPy, Seaborn, there are a lot of Python libraries. So get an understanding of it and slowly get into the algorithm knowledge. So let's say there are various algorithms out there. So decision tree, random forest technique, regression models. So there are a lot to learn. So I'll come back to your question with about this later on. And there's a question from Pratik. Can I get a job with a graduate degree? With heavy competition looming up, I would recommend, if you have time and money, go for a master's. Go for a master's in data science or machine learning or artificial intelligence, because these are all doing really good. So if you have the time and money, go for a master's. Preferably go for a master's abroad. If not, it is not. Don't worry. We all have options. So that is why we are here to discuss about various options that can push you towards data science. So what can be done? What can be done during this pandemic? As I said, you can have online courses and trainings when it comes to data science, and when you are a beginner, this is a good start. So Linda from LinkedIn is one of the really good online source. Udemy is really good. Coursera, EDX, Udacity, NPTEL. I used to learn from NPTEL during my master's days. And there's this Khan Academy, Alison, Swayam, SolarLearn, Diksha, Simple Learn. So start simple. Start with a simple what is Python course or basics of Python course. What is a data science course? Basics of data science. So have I missed any online learning platform? Maybe you can drop in your text on the chat window so that others can also be benefited. So Niranjan asks, what made you? It's okay. Okay. Amisha is asking, from an electronics department, where can I get the best resources? This is what I have on the screen. You can have a lot of n number of platforms. Vyom Gupta says Udemy and NPTEL is his favorites. Aryan just says e-learning. Okay. And Rehan asks about how to apply for German universities. That is something different. We can discuss it offline. Maybe you can drop me a text on LinkedIn. But if you are sending a connection request, please send a personalized invite, because I'm already being followed by more than 30,000 people on LinkedIn. So I don't want to miss out on your request. So if you have something, just put a personalized invite for me on LinkedIn. And Sweetie Tantubai asks, I'm doing MCA. Can we be a data scientist? Yeah, for sure. Engineering doesn't have a connection with data science. That is the beauty of it. In an ideal situation, data scientists can be more from arts colleges, or people who do mathematics and statistics as their core education. Vidya Kumari says, Kuvi, Geeks for Geeks, thanks a lot. Yeah, Syed has an interesting question. So what's the importance of these online certifications? So let's say if 10 people apply for a job, one has a master's degree and few has online certifications, and you have nothing. So it's always better to have something, and the weightage of the certification depends on the practical knowledge that you possess. So in my opinion, I would say not just your CV is handful enough to get you a job, but also have a good LinkedIn profile and create a GitHub repository. So how many of you have a GitHub repository? So I assume that a lot of you will have GitHub own repositories where you can store code snippets. It's really great to see everyone is enjoying the session. Yes, I'm a student of ECE. Can I get data science? Yeah, I mean, as I said, be it ECE, civil, mechanical, or MCA, or mathematics, there is always a way for you guys. So, okay, so there are a lot of people who already have. Cool. Okay, so um, what even while learning, can we make GitHub repository? Okay, yes, 𝐷𝐲𝐿 Pillai, yes. For sure, you can have you can create your own GitHub repository. I mean, do it right away after this webinar. Be it a hello world program, is it is not a matter. But try to get some code snippets, try to code, and then store it on your GitHub repository, because with heavy competitions after this COVID session, I mean COVID times, I would say not just with your CV you can get a job. So prepare a good CV, send it to me if you wish. I can go through it if I have some time, and ramp up your LinkedIn profiles, add certifications. This is what certifications can do. I mean, somebody asked, what is the value of certifications? I mean, you can portray it in a way that you have done certain things. But again, doing just for paper doesn't matter. So gain some knowledge. So I know a lot of people do certifications just by forwarding the videos. So there is no point in getting a paper. So learn it by heart, gain knowledge, and that's how you should do it. So yeah. So what else we can do? What are the other options? So let's say I have tried and tested these online platforms. What can be the other options? So podcasts and webinars like these are alternatives. I mean, I know podcast isn't a general typical Indian mindset, but I have listed a couple of podcasts here. You can install podcast applications on your mobile phones, and I'm sure that there are a lot of podcast applications. So you can have a look at O'Reilly Data Show, Data Stories, and Data Science at Home. These are all some of the recommendations from my side. So you can have a feel of data and data science. So has anybody have the habit of hearing podcasts before, or are you guys completely new to podcasts? And there's a question: what do the laptop computer specs to do data science? I would say a decent Core i5 or i7. Depends on how big the data that you're gonna process. I would say i5 is fine with a good gigs RAM. 16 gigs RAM or 32 gigs RAM is always better. Completely new to podcasts. Okay, Ayush, Amisha, the first thing you do after this webinar is try to install some podcast applications. And as you see on the screen, you can search for this O'Reilly Data Show, Data Stories, Data Science at Home podcasts, and then give me a review. I mean, how is it, or what did you learn? Did you learn something new? So for guys who are completely new to this, you can check out these stuffs. Okay, and then comes the traditional way. I mean, you can always read a lot of books and blogs. And to be honest, I'm an electronic guy, so I like to go through a lot of blogs rather than books. But it's up to you. And thanks a lot, ACM Student Chapter. Um, you can also post my LinkedIn profile link here on the chat box, as well as on the description, so that people can follow me. Thanks a lot. So as I said, you can go through a lot of tech contents, blogs. So I'll personally post a couple of suggestions from my end, which websites that I should look at. So it is Kaggle, it is KD Nuggets. So have anybody gone through Kaggle or KD Nuggets? So you can check that. You can actually check the chat window. So I have listed a couple of websites where you can follow interesting data science contents. So yes. So what else we can do? So as I said at the beginning, you have a number of tool options. I mean, Python is a programming language, and NIME, data robot, and R, SQL, Tableau. So there are a lot of languages out there. So I would recommend you guys to master a new technology, take up something that is new, and just get along with it. I mean, we have this COVID times. So first off, I would like to say that you guys stay safe. I mean, it is always better to stay healthy than upskilling. Upskilling comes next. So just try to be fit. If you, I mean, if you don't have time now, then you will not have time forever. So make sure that you do something useful during this COVID times. And when it comes to data science, I would say these are the steps that I would personally recommend. So go through some of the online platforms that I listed, and this is on YouTube, so you can always roll back, go to the proper slides, and then get some informations, and try to get an internship. It is okay to get an unpaid internship. You can think about the salary later. So start with an unpaid internship, even if you aren't getting any opportunity, and try to do online certifications. Um, I mean, make your LinkedIn profile much better so that the HRs or the others who come to look you up on the internet has a good impression on you. And then a proper CV, a GitHub repository, and there are always a lot of interesting data science content. So if you ask me what are the best options, I would say it's a mix. So there isn't any best option for anything in this world. So there will always be somebody who is, I mean, always overwhelming to another. So that's there. So let's have some question and answers before we look into the opportunities in this field. So Himanshi says, as a newbie, what should be the first step to learn coding? Which language, Python or Java? I would say if learning Python is actually interesting, so you can have a look at Python. And as a beginner, you can always have a look at Tutorials Point is a decent website where you can learn coding. Any differences in salaries between programmers versus non-programmers in data scientist? No. As long as you're a data scientist, you have a good package. Okay, Dibya Sadukan uses Kaggle a lot. That's impressive. Pratik also uses Kaggle a lot. Cool. Okay, Harshad Danesh is totally awesome. Thanks, Harshad. I mean, I hope you are enjoying the session. Sonu Kumar used to hear Beer Biceps podcast. Okay, it's good to know. Pratik has an interesting question. As a beginner, I couldn't find any real-world applications of ML data science. Can you address that? Okay. So I guess you cannot. I mean, you didn't attend the first half, or at least the first portion of it. So real-term applications, real-world applications. So let's take mobility, my domain. So the trains that come late are predicted earlier now. So I mean, the real-time track failure has been prompted and addressed to the layman. I mean, to the guys who are working on the technical upfront. And what else? Component failure analysis is done. Weather prediction is one example, and the price estimation with Uber and Ola. So these are all the things. Nishant Kumar is asking how to get unpaid internships. Look at internshala.com. Look for data science internship opportunities in portals like LinkedIn. What else? Naukri. Stepstone. So you can always have a look at these portals. Okay, what kind of internships will be better? In my opinion, internships is in general good for you, and I would say second year or third year you can start thinking about going for an internship. Make use of your semester holidays. So with this pandemic, I would say a lot of job cuts are there. A lot of people are losing out jobs, and once this situation is over, there will be a huge amount of competition. So we need to be in a position to grab such opportunities. So just go out for an internship, look for it. Should we learn Power BI? Saikat, that's a good tool. I mean, Power BI is something similar to Tableau or Spotfire. For sure, you can go ahead. Uh, Nishant, no one responds in Intentshala. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, there are a lot of applications. There will be somebody who responds. So keep trying. I would say keep trying. It's not just about Intentshala. You can have a look at other internship providers. Somebody said something about 𝐷𝐵. You can have a look at 𝐷𝐵. So yeah, 𝐵𝐸𝐚 thanks a lot. I hope the session is very, knowledgeable. Thanks a lot. Okay. Okay, and what else? Is there any better to do online or offline internships? It depends. It depends on the needs. I mean, right now with COVID situation, I would suggest to go for an online internship. Do it online so that you are also safe, the others also safe. So yeah, once situation settles down, then you can get back to the routine. Okay. Okay, and yeah, ACM Student Chapter, they have commented that they'll be soon having an interview session with Facebook interns, where the roadmap will be discussed of getting internships in dream companies like Facebook, Google, Apple, Amazon, Netflix. That's amazing, guys. I mean, you should check out this channel more often than the usual cases. So yeah, cool. Okay. So is there anything else, or we move on to opportunities? So opportunities are always there. I mean, data scientists, data analysts, mm, data engineers is there. So AWS experts are there in this field. Product managers, product owners, data science leaders, market leaders are there. So you have a number of opportunities on this field. But as I said, it is up to you to upskill during this critical times. I mean, right now we are facing a tough situation. I mean, tough ask for everybody. So it's time to upskill ourselves and get some value added to our CVs and the GitHub repositories. So do that, and I wish you all the very best. So if you have any questions, please do drop by. And yes, I would say that's it from my end. It was a pleasure talking to you guys. And yeah, let's get into this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. I mean, you had some key takeaways. So if you like the presentation, you can always write it in the chat window as well. And for those who want to follow me, you can do that. Q&A is there. Yeah, you can always follow me on LinkedIn here. So working from home or working from office as a data scientist, to be honest, pandemic hasn't disrupted our career. I mean, I'm a data scientist. I have been working from home for the past 4 months in Germany. So working from home is actually a lot easier for data scientists because all you need is a good laptop, a solid network connection, and a cloud space. Amisha says it is going to complete almost 1 hour, but it doesn't sound boring. Thanks a lot, Amisha. I hope I haven't bored anybody. Thanks, Karima. Thanks, Muskan Gupta. Thanks a lot. Vaibhav Devangan. Thanks a lot, Vaibhav. Dibya Sadukhan. Yes, I can be able to provide a PDF. I mean, if ACM has collected your email IDs, they can send it over to you. Or, I mean, for sure, it's a YouTube video. You can always come here, roll back, and roll forward whenever you feel like. And Brajesh Meena has an interesting question. Post COVID-19, what measures will be made in data science to handle all the entrenchment situation? So even during this COVID, scientists, I mean, data scientists have been helping out a lot of medical professionals in finding out proper drugs, and they are helping out the drug delivery failure rates. So that is in fact handy. And after this COVID situation, there will be a huge demand for biotechnology, in my opinion. Data scientists will be automating a lot of stuffs. So get yourself prepared and be market ready. Chelsea Mehta, thanks a lot. Kumari Shubhalakshmi, looks like a Tamil name. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Vyom Gupta. Aman Raj, thanks. Avinash Nema, thanks. Okay. A really non-boring seminar I have come across. Thanks a lot, Kumari Shubhalakshmi. Thank you, Amisha. Thank you, Aditya Brunwal. Niku Sharma has a question. From a beginner, from where should I start? As I said, check out online portals, online e-learning platforms. Register for a data science course. What I can tell you is, what I'll do is, I'll log on to Udemy, log on to Coursera, Lynda, log on to 3 different data science courses, get to know about the author or the mentor for the first 5 minutes. I select one course and leave the rest behind. So this is what I would do if I am on your shoes. So instead of wasting a lot of certifications, a lot of hours and hours on something that is not fruitful to you, so I would suggest you to log on to a couple of courses, a few courses, go through the first 5 minutes and get some insights. Every mentors or every teachers will have their own flow and their own slang. So once you get used to somebody's liking, then pick that course, check the others, move forward. Yeah, thanks, Aksharya. Thanks, Vishal. Molet is asking, when will we have your next session? For sure. I mean, if ACM is interested, I can give a next sessions, which is something different, something related to my TEDx talk. For instance, I can narrate you my experience on how I became a TEDx speaker at this very young age. Ranjan Kumar, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot, Pranam. Thanks a lot, Shushmita. Shruti Chandru, as a beginner in coding, where to start? As he said, just check out tutorials point, check out Python, take up some courses on Python, install in PyCharm or by notebooks, and then use to it. Okay. Arkilla Navyashri, this is what I said. Kumar, you will get this video on YouTube, so you don't have to enroll anywhere. Subronil Das, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Video will be there always in ACM Student Chapter IIT Dhanbad channel. Marketing stream, Muskan Gupta, data science is also used in marketing, as I said. So if you are good at selling products, if you are good at marketing, if you are good at narrating, for sure you can pick marketing courses. You can choose some business analyst courses, some marketing courses on online platforms, and you can have a look at it. TEDx Speaker has never bored anyone. I hope I'm the one as well. Oh, Abhishek Raj has seen my TEDx video more than 10 times. Oh, that's awesome. Abhishek Raj, maybe you can also share my TEDx link here so that the others can also have a look at it. Okay. Thanks, Shruti. Thanks a lot. Yes, Rehan has a good question. Is German speaking proficiency a really need in Germany? Yes, for sure. I mean, if I am in Tamil Nadu, Tamil is necessary. If I am in Maharashtra, Marathi is important, equally important to Hindi. So it's always good to learn something that is native. So, but yeah, data scientists, they don't need so good German knowledge, but yeah, it's good to have. So Kumar Ashutosh knows Python well, but what to do next? So I would say get an understanding of various algorithms, or various machine learning algorithms, and visit Kaggle, solve some real world data problems, and then you will find a way. Okay. And pseudocoder, fees of studying in Germany is very cheap. For one semester, some of the universities they just charge 30,000 Indian rupees. So imagine just 30,000 Indian rupees for your education and travel. So Germany is a lot cheaper. That was also one of my uh, reasons for coming to Germany. Can middle class people afford? Yes, for sure. I am a middle class. I was from a middle class family. My father is a police sub inspector back in Tamil Nadu. My mom is a teacher. So I was from a middle class. I came to Germany, and my family is doing a lot better nowadays. Yes, that's cheaper than IITs. So you need to spend 30,000 Indian rupees for one semester. So that's the fees in most of the German universities. So the reason is education is provided for free in German universities. So that's why I'm here. Um, I'm learning French and Spanish. Okay, Muskan Gupta, that's really nice. You can also have a look at German as well. Niku Sharma has an interesting question. So, your opinion about Andrew Ng courses on Coursera? Andrew Ng was a former employee of Google, so his courses are really good. But the thing is, it's advanced. So I would say start with basic courses from Coursera regarding ML and data science. Then once you get some idea, then go for Andrew Ng courses. He's a top-notch profile. And yeah. So Amisha says I'm a social media influencer. And it's not about influencing. I mean, I'm just sharing my experience, sharing what I have learned with people like you. So yeah, it's always there. So let's get back to the streaming session. Oh yeah. Do I just see my video? Yeah. Stop screen sharing. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys, for the session. Your questions. It's been 1.5 hours and not so boring for a lot of people. So yeah. Signing off in a few minutes. And I'm always a big MS Dhoni fan, and interacting with students close to my MSD is always so special to me. So this session will always go as one of my favorite webinars because it's where MSD is from. So I'm looking forward to interact with you guys on LinkedIn, or you can chat with me on any platform. I mean, you can always follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, for instance. So if I'm not responding on LinkedIn, it's just because that I have attained 30,000 followers on LinkedIn. So Please be kind enough to follow me on other platforms. Let's say Instagram is an option, Twitter is an option. So for sure, you can visit vijaypravin.com, so where you can find all my social media accounts. And thanks again, Abhishek. Thanks again, ACM Student Chapter. Whistle Pode. Thanks a lot, guys. It's really interesting. Thanks a lot. Janani, thanks a lot. Talaiva. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. It's really been a pleasure. Maybe you can take a screenshot and also tag me on any social media platforms if you had any key takeaways today. So I hope you had some takeaways. So maybe you can take a screenshot and tag me on any platforms if you feel like doing it, or if you find it useful. And hope to meet you all soon in some other sessions. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, ACM Student Chapter. It's been a pleasure. Thanks a lot, Kumar Abhinav. Thanks, Yalala Parna. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Madiha Shiraj. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Arikila Navyashri. I always like to make it interactive. I mean, I hate boring one-sided lectures. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you. Yes, key takeaway. You can be a data scientist if you want to. End of story. Dot. Thanks. Okay, guys. Take care and have fun. Take care and stay safe. That is more important. Cheers. Cheers from Germany.